Hey everybody, myself Ritika Dalkar and welcome back to my channel. This is another episode of talking about design dissertation. Well, I got a review that I should be speaking little more politely. Not just politely, but I should be talking little slow so that everyone is understanding and grasping what I'm trying to say. So, along with that, I would like to say ki anybody, if you feel that there is some feedback that you want to give it to me, DM me or write it on in the comment section. I'm definitely going to read if you feel like there is some kind of some kind of improvement that I can do. I am going to welcome it with all my heart. So, in today's episode, I'm going to talk about a very interesting topic, which is I actually forgot the topic. Never mind. Yeah, so the topic is presentation. Now, you know that presentation is not something that is one of the tick marks of like writing the book, but presentation is important. Now, you definitely have no limit in the number of pages, but you cannot, like, my book was 187 pages. That's a lot. But at the same time, when you're writing it down in the book, you should make sure that you have pie charts, you have diagrams, you have tabular formats, you have, make use of all these charts, graphs in your book. So, you can give maximum data in less space, because when you don't do that, it takes a lot of pages. Now when you're explaining it even to the juror, if you have a lot of data in one table, you can just show them with just one page that this is done and this is my conclusion. But when it runs through pages, you have to be like, either ye likha hai, but this is written here. Oh well, that was pages of the book. Yeah. So इसलिए it is important कि concise lot of data in a table if possible. If you think you can make, if you're talking about history for example, you think that I can make like a timeline, I can just make like a chart with lines in it which says in 1994 this happened, in 2001 this happened. So you can do that instead of writing paragraphs and paragraphs about this happened in this year, and then this person went to this place, and then from there this particular education was discovered. Don't do that. If you think you can just be creative and precise with just one table, अगर एक चीज़ को तुम कम space में कर सकते हो तो करो ना. Why are you taking so much of lines and pages to do the same thing? So be wise, because firstly you have to print 3 books of same book का we take 3 prints. It's a lot of money. I'm not saying that save money and be confused in like writing in less pages. It's not that. It's just that be effective in what you're delivering. Okay. Just like in SWOT analysis, when you're talking about a site, we make a table, right? We write SWOT and we write what is the strength, what is the opportunities that we get in a site, what are the weakness of the site, and what is the threat. So when we simply show that one table, उससे कितना कुछ समझ में आ जाता है. We know plus minus everything about the site, right? And it's helpful. Similarly, even in the book, when you're when you're writing the data, जो चीज़ें you think can be done in a pie form, a web chart, or like a flow chart, do it. There is also something called as mind mapping. So you can concise your data using a mind map also. These things are very creative. Just because हम लोग को एक big nice looking book चाहिए, we cannot just write pages and pages, because that becomes boring. अगर कुछ चीज़ें तुमको लगता है कि you can write in pointers, do that. It's fine. We need data, but at the same time, if it is crisp, nice data, even the juror is going to appreciate it. So make sure that you're keeping things crisp, and बस pages छापने के लिए बस लिखते मत जाओ. Okay, just keep it concise. Okay, that is one thing. Second thing is follow the rules. Now every college has their own rule about how the layout of a black book needs to be. So just stick to that layout, because there is a kind of uniformity that is required by the institute, you know. A college की सारे student की book is in like one format only. So stick to that. Don't try to have your own font and your own spacing and your own, you know, text height or margins. Don't do that. Just stick to the format, because trust me, in the thesis book, the more you are sticking to what the rules is, the better it is for you. अगर तुमने sequence भी change कर दिया, and if the juror notices it, then they're gonna question you कि was this told, is this the correct sequence? If it's not, you need to worry. So don't try to. So in design panels, we do add our own creativity and things. But here in a black book, अगर तुमको अपना creativity दिखाना है, then show it in the way you're writing it. The writing in the sense, तुम डेटा को कैसे कंसाइज कर रहे हो, कैसे उसे प्रेजेंट कर रहे हो इन द पेपर. वर्क ऑन दैट. Do not try to manipulate the uniform or standard format that the college is providing you. Okay, because college walon ka, they have done it from years, and then they know what format is neat and visible and nice on the paper. So do not play with that. Make sure you follow it. That is one. Because this happened during our jury, because एक student ने, I think sequence में, it was just one thing was behind another thing. So for that, you know, it was questioned कि why is it different from the other students. So इसलिए मैं तुम लोग को बता रही हूँ, don't take such risk. Make sure you are sticking with the format. Then, every time you're inserting a table, a graph, a photograph, a diagram, make sure you're numbering it right. Diagram 1, and it talks about this information. Table 1, it talks about this information. Because at the end, you're supposed to write list of figures, list of diagrams, graphs, photographs, and all of it. And then when you realize at the later that this is to be done, you go back to every single graph and then you write it down key, you know, this is the name, this is the number. Don't do that. While you're formulating the book, at that time only write the labels, correct nice labels in it, because then you go to references and you click on it and it gets like a table. So again, when you're writing those things, make sure you google a little, because there are certain things that can make your work easier. तुमको पेज नंबर चाहिए, टेबल ऑफ कंटेंट का टाइटल एंड वो सब चाहिए, तो देयर इज़ एन ऑप्शन इन वर्ड where you can just click on one tab and you can get all those things ready done for you. And when you know the ऐसा चीज़ें exist करता है, even if it is like bibliography, just you have to give that reference and you get it written ready made. Go for all those options. Don't do you know, just gada mazduri mat karo, or bar jaake just going back to the page, typing and coming back and typing it again. Don't do all those things. So get your formats clear and make sure you're searching of how to make things easy, because at the end of it now file heavy ho jata hai, it becomes difficult. So make sure you're making your task easy. Okay, well, that is some of my experiences which I really wanted to share. That's it for today. See you in my next video. Till then, bye.